In this next step, we're going to go ahead and learn how to use side milling. To begin with, I'm going to select the outer profile of our part. Here I'll just select the face with the left mouse button and then right click and choose side milling. Just to remind you, of course, you could have gone to the 2D 3D tab and chosen the icon here, or the 2D 3D tab drop down menu and chosen it from the menu. However you want to start the command is okay. From here I'm going to actually create a new tool. I'm going to pick Pocket 2 and then I'm going to go double mouse click on Slot Mill. In this case, I'm going to do a little bit more with the tool definition as well. I'm going to say, you know what, this is going to be a 3/8 diameter end mill. It's going to have 1.5 inches of flute length. I can look at it out here. Nope, that's a bit too much. I'm going to say how about 1.25 inches, that's probably more realistic. Nice. It's a total length of 3 inches. If I click the Advanced tab here, I'm going to say it's a 4-flute end mill. Green check mark. Then I can go to the extension holder and say, you know what, this is actually 1 inch. Again, if you mouse over, you can see the changes as you go. And it's 2 inches long there. Finally, if I go to my tool assembly, I can adjust the stick out distance even. Kind of cool. I can say, you know what, it's 1 3/8 inches by default. Fun. The last thing I'll do is come up here and give it a name. I'm going to call it 3/8 end mill. Perfect. Green check mark, and now that's the tool that we're going to use. Next, we'll set up our cutting conditions. Why not 3500, 50 inches a minute. I'm going to say no coolant for this one. And then we can either use the full settings or the quick settings. Why not use the quick settings in this case? I'm going to come over to here and say, you know what, I'm going to do an 1/8 inch depth of cut. Perfect. Like that, I get to see everything. Now you'll notice on mine that the tool path is trimming itself away from where there's error. There's no material there, so it's not cutting there. Kind of cool. That's actually controlled here in the settings, down at the bottom, called Z-Path Stock Fitting. This may not be activated on yours if you're a new user. I highly recommend activating it because it makes really smart tool path. If I turn it off, you can see here we're going to have some air cuts. Like that, the only thing I'm going to do is leave some material on the walls. So I'm going to say stock to leave on the wall, might be 20 thousandths, any islands 20 thousandths, why not? And maybe we want to make this through machining as well, so it cuts all the way through the material to the bottom. Like that, I've now roughed the outside of this part.